Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's your boy Lamont Kind of Life once again. Today we'll be ranting about a couple TV shows. Normally do movies, but this time a TV show because I have been watching a couple of shows of late, recently, and I don't really like to record myself and critique them because I know a lot of production and effort has gone into them. Obviously, it's just mindless entertainment and you shouldn't really take it too seriously, and you just catering to the audience of whoever that is, right? But recently, I guess, Halo Season 1 has come out, and all our favorite show of all time for the past decade, The Flash, Season 8 has been out for a while now. But I just want to focus on the first episode. I believe Halo is in its 4th episode of the first season. I think The Flash is also on episode 11, I want to say, or 12. I don't really keep track. But the season itself is just, it's something else, right? It is something. But let's just begin. Let's start with The Flash because I have a lot to say with The Flash. No, let's start with Halo. Halo is pretty good overall. You know, I it's hard to talk about. It's good. It's good. It's a different pace. The pacing is interesting for the first episode. I do like the introduction where you get a little clip of this random camp and aliens coming down and destroying it. Spoilers, I know. And then you have the Halo Chiefs coming in. The way it's executed is interesting. No, like the CGI of these aliens are pretty good. Thumbs up for that. The action is pretty good. Yeah, that's all I could say. The whole clan got destroyed except for this one girl. I think is the main character, but not really. I don't know why is she important to this story, but she's there. I hate her guts almost. Like, she's on the fence of me like hating her and not unliking her. Like, she goes up and down that sort of line right now. But it's a sad scene. It's complete genocide. However, the action and the defense of this clan, it's really, really shanky. And I don't understand how they've been surviving for this long. Like, they have the technology, they have walls, but the whole defense and offensive strategy is so bad, they deserve to die. Like, I don't understand how they are aware of this sort of crisis or situation here, this war, and their whole community is set up like this. I don't understand it. You got a couple guys on top in the front, no one's looking at the back. Everyone's hiding in a cave that's not even underground. It's just a closet. Like, I'm gonna hide from bad guys. Let's hide in the closet. They won't see us. It's really dumb, and I hate that. Even though everything else is okay, and you got Halo Chief coming there blasting everyone, which is cool. It's cool. I love the suit. There's not the CGI doesn't. The CGI is seamless with his costume, so you can't really tell. And the aliens do look amazing. Actually, quite amazing. Actually, I was actually like, it's gonna look like from, you know, Halo 1, Halo 2, but actually looks really real. And the weight, you can actually see the gravity of their weight in the movies and how they talk and stuff. So the aliens are cool. It's realistic. However, the execution is a bit shaky. But anyways, the episode continues and we get to see more of Halo's squad and a bit more of the human side of things, and the doctor and Cortana. We haven't seen Cortana yet in this episode, but she do see her in episode 3 and 4 because the doctor is finally like developing her and whatnot, which is cool, I guess. Spoiler, in episode 4 she looks weird. Not gonna lie, she looks weird. I don't know why they chose that direction. Like, they made her really CG and it looks kind of weird. I don't like it, but that's just me. But anyways, episode 1 continues like that, and a bunch of just nonsense talking. Like, the pacing is weird. Like, there's so much silence going on that it's kind of weird. It makes me uneasy, so I'm not sure that's intentional or not. But the worst comment I could say is that they don't make use of the iconic Halo song, and that was very disappointing. Like, you only hear it in the intro, but it's more of like a opera, not really an opera, it's more of like a whisper ASMR kind of thing, like ah, and it's a woman singing it too, but it's not, they don't really get into like the ba-da-ba-pam, ba-da-ba-pam, you know what I mean? Like you don't get the energy, you don't get that. Not even in the intro, it's so short. You just see a guy's back and sweat running down and a bunch of random scenes coming up. I'm like, okay, get me excited already. But it doesn't do that for me, at least for me. It might get you excited, but it doesn't get me excited. So I'm just putting this in the background while I'm doing my other work. So this is just like background noise at this moment. Yeah, I think the Master Chief has a soft heart for the little kid that he found at the colony or the community there, and he brings her back on the ship for some reason, and she happens to get a hold of the gun and points it at him at one point. Yeah, I don't know. Again, this is the first episode, so like it is gonna start off kind of shanky, which I expect, but the execution is just a bit off for me. But it is what it is. Anyways, that's episode 1. If you want me to talk about episode 2 and 3, I might as well do that in the next video of mine. But moving on to The Flash, episode 1. I think this is where season 8 is talking about the whole Armageddon type of thing that's been going on in season 8. I think that goes on for like a couple episodes in the middle of season 8, then it moves on from that, which thankfully it does. I hate the Armageddon. This guy is such a dumbass. I don't understand what he's doing there. Or what he's doing. Again, the Flash has this issue of doing this whole relearning the lessons kind of thing. Like it does the same trope every single episode, just to drag out the timing, which I guess that's what you have to do, because I don't understand why these people talking about the same thing, they talk about stuff and nothing at the same time, especially when they're at their lowest moments, even though it's not that low, it's just a moment of like reflection, and they drag that out for like 10 minutes. I'm like, bruh, just move on. You learned this from season 2 already. The only good thing I must say is that when the Flash goes against that Joker card group or whatever, they weren't really a threat in the first place, but we finally get to see what the Flash is capable of and what he should have been doing since season 1. Like, yes, one punch them. Yes, cuff the enemies in a second. That's what you're supposed to do, Flash. You are the Flash. So you finally get a glimpse, a taste of that sweet nectar of like, the Flash is actually being the Flash superhero and not standing there getting caught by the enemy, or like spending time to talk like, hey, stop right there, I'm about to stop you. Then boom, even though they show you he could dodge everything, bullets, laser beams, ice beams, right? Yet he still gets caught in all of that shenanigans in the previous seasons. But finally, in the first episode, we get to see a glimpse of like, yes, okay, this man could dodge and weave and punch. Like, finally, you're the fastest man alive, bro. Like, what are you doing with your life? But then towards the end, we get a glimpse of the Armageddon, whatever. The CGI is whatever, right? It's a TV show. But I hate that character in the later runs of the episodes. I really hate him. I don't know why he's wasting his time or care about them so much. And I guess the show kind of explains that a little bit, like why he's so important. But he really isn't, man. And I don't even hate him that much. I don't really like to use the word hate. I'm not a hateful guy. I'm a loving person, all right? I'm a loving person. Whatever the sign is. I'm a loving person. But my God, how are they making the side characters more and more unbearable? I don't understand this. They got Iris. And Iris, I don't know, journalist? Like, she's the CEO of some company now, and her subordinate, I don't know, this Latina, I think she's Latina because she speaks Spanish or some shit. Like, I don't know. Anyways, she is getting more and more annoying for no reason. Then they also introduce this other journalist into the picture, and she's also annoying. And there's a side plot, but we don't need to have. It's ridiculous. And Iris, my God, what are these writers thinking, man? Just get her out of the show. Just kill her already. Just kill her, please. Just kill her. I'll be so happy if she was dead, bro. Okay, and anyways, that's the most hateful character in the show, Iris. Besides everyone else, Iris is the most hateful one. Let me know down below if you guys agree, because okay, let me just do a fast forward here to episode 9, where apparently Iris, spoiler alert, Iris gets this time sickness, whatever that means. You have to watch the episodes to understand what the fuck I'm talking about here, but I don't understand it either, because apparently the daughters, the forces, the time guy who freezes time, like he does this cliche thing, like he does this thing, and it's so dumb, it's so stupid. Like, no, this guy is still in his high school uniform from whatever years back, acting like he's so cool, and he doesn't have a nice fade, and he does this, trying to act cool, and disappears in green dust. It's ridiculous. And he's the one who notices his mom, or Iris, has this time sickness, whatever that came about. And episode 9, it's an 8 or whatever, it's so agonizing to watch. There's this scene where she's like, she gets a headache, like and passes out like this, and she makes one of the other Meta's moms disappear, and then she has her partner there, like, are you okay, Iris? Are you? It's the most perplexed acting I ever witnessed in my life. Like, I could do that. I could bloody do that. Like she does this, and passes it out. Like, bro, what? Like before, she never had that. Like, before, when she had the type thing, she was just like, oh, I'm getting memory loss. Why are things disappearing? Why are things rewinding? Then all of a sudden, I guess the symptoms got worse, and she has a headache or a migraine or whatever it is. I don't even know what she's doing. It's like, passes out. I don't know. You guys have to watch the scene. I don't know what I'm watching. When I saw that scene for that episode, I was like, no shots. They're not going this route. They're not doing this to me. But they are. Sorry, that was off the rails there. That was like towards where I'm at right now. Because it gets worse. Because apparently the show decided to focus on the other characters besides the Flash. But I guess they're using Flash as like that Saitama moment where he comes in and fixes everything, which is cool. But they're doing a bad job at it. I don't want to rate it. It's just entertainment, mindless entertainment. I literally just put it in the background at this point. I don't care. But some moments just grinds into your teeth, and like you want to like punch them so hard, because it enrages you so much. And I guess the writers are doing a good job of, provoking emotions on its audience like that. Because if they're doing that sort of thing, that's commending. You gotta respect that if they're able to rile you up like that as a writer. And I respect that, because I'm not a Flash fan, but I have seen the DC movies, animated movies, and they do so much better. I don't understand how you can't translate that into a TV show. I don't get it. Like, what's going on? Like, it's not that hard. The Justice League animated series right now is a lot better and a lot more emotionally thriving, and you feel more invested into that than this show right now. And I don't understand how they're messing that up. I don't understand it. But good job for provoking some form of emotion out of me, whoever you writers are. Everyone's working on the Flash series, but there's always a different director or some shenanigans going on in the background, which, yeah, the Flash ain't a good series. I don't recommend it to anyone, but if you're bored and want to put something in the background while you do some work, it's there to watch. Anyways, that was a long rant. See you guys later. Until next time, peace.